After taking a little bit of time off, Rand's Indie Spotlight is back, and if you're new to this series, this is where I highlight a recently released game on the Xbox One and PS4 and give my thoughts on it. And today's game is Skyforce Reloaded, which is available on the Xbox One, the PS4, PC, and mobile devices. It is published by Infinite Dreams, and it retails for $10, and I want to thank the publisher for sending over a copy of this game for the purpose of the video. So Skyforce Reloaded is in the spirit of a classic arcade shoot 'em up, but with modern visuals and design. It is a vertical scrolling shooter, and it is a sequel to Skyforce Anniversary for those of you who played that game. Now, I really enjoy this game. I think it's absolutely fantastic, but I have this love-hate relationship with it that I will talk about in a little bit. So there are 15 levels in the game. I'm on level 12 currently, and I've played the game for a good 8 hours. And it can be a little challenging, and one of the reasons why it takes so long to get through the game is because you start off with a very frail fighter jet, right? So as you start a level out, your goal is pretty much to get to the end, right, without dying. You got to avoid all the different projectiles enemies shoot at you, and then your job is to destroy the tanks, the planes, the rocket launchers, etc., etc. And at some of the ends of the level, you'll fight a really huge and enormous boss fight, which all the bosses' fights in this game are pretty well done. Now, as you kill enemies, you'll notice that stars drop. Now, this is your currency to make your ship better, because when you start out and beat level 1, you're not going to be able to beat level 2. So what you have to do is take those stars and upgrade your ship. You can upgrade every facet of your ship, from the main cannons to the wing cannons to the missiles to your health, to your magnetization, so the stars come to you instead of you have to go to them, as well as the other power-ups that you have to help beat the level. Like you have a laser, if you get a laser power-up, shield, mega bomb, right? And once you collect stars, level up, you become better. You'll be able to beat levels faster and deal more damage, so you can continuously go on the levels and continuously beat them, but you'll run into a wall, because the game will always be a little bit harder for you to get through, and you will die. And what the game wants you to do, and this is where my love-hate relationship with it, I love how the game plays, I love how it looks, I love all the different environments it puts you in, I really enjoy the boss fights, but I hate the grinding aspect that the game has, which is a holdover from when it was a free-to-play game on mobile devices. So what the game wants you to do and how it pads out its game time is, after you beat level 1, for instance, and go to level 2 and you can't beat level 2 because your plane isn't good enough, they want you to keep on replaying level 1 until you have enough stars so you can upgrade your ship enough so you can actually beat level 2. And then you won't be able to beat level 3, so they want you to go back and beat level 2 so you can beat level 3. But then you won't be able to beat 4, but now you got to go back and actually beat level 1 on a harder difficulty. And that is the kind of cycle the game has. And you can earn more stars in the game by playing all the levels on a harder difficulty. So normal gives you 1 star, hard gives you ×2, insane gives you ×3, and then nightmare difficulty gives you more, which I think you unlock after you beat the game. And you have 4 kind of things you want to accomplish when you play a level. There's 4 medals you can get, because just beating a level isn't enough to unlock the next level after it. You also have to get a certain number of medals, and you get a medal for 2 medals, 1 for destroying 70% of the enemies in a level, 1 for destroying 100% of the enemies in a level, 1 for rescuing all the humans around the stage, and 1 for not taking any damage. Now, you don't have to do all 4 of those in one go. You can mix and match, and once you actually have all 4 of those complete for a difficulty level, it will unlock the rest. So I played the game, like I said, for 8 hours. I'm only on level 12 out of 15 because I'm at the point now where I'm continuously grinding, playing earlier levels on harder difficulties, trying to get as many stars as I can so I can upgrade my ship so I can actually beat level 12. That is the kind of experience you are going in for. And I hate it. But the gameplay is just so good that I love it. So hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from. I hate the grinding aspect, the holdover from the free-to-play model on the phone, but I love the gameplay. I love the looks of the level. You know, it's so much fun to play. I just can't stand grinding the same levels over and over again. But people love this game. And if you enjoyed Skyforce Anniversary, you're going to really enjoy this too. It's just a little bit more on the grind-heavy side than the previous one. So, if you are looking for a new Skyforce game to play, if you're a fan of Skyforce Anniversary, you should probably buy this game immediately. You will love it, and you'll have hours upon hours of enjoyment making your ship better so you can complete all the stages. However, if you haven't played Skyforce Anniversary and are looking at this game, I actually recommend you play Skyforce Anniversary instead of Skyforce Reloaded to see if you like this type of game and the grinding that goes along with it. Now, with that said, the achievements and trophies are going to be a pain in the ass because you don't just get an achievement for just beating a level or killing a certain amount of enemies and stuff like that. All the achievements are for basically tied to completing all the levels on the insane difficulty, which is the third difficulty setting for each level, which, like I mentioned before, you got to complete all the medals above it to unlock insane, and then even still, just beating it isn't good enough to get the achievement. You have to complete all 4 medals. And then there's other things you can collect in the game, cards and stuff like that, and different ships. They want you to beat the game, all the stages with all the different ships, and I believe there are 9 of them. So there's a lot of stuff here for people that like Skyforce, and they will love the game. But just keep in mind the grind aspect. So it's a game that I both love and hate at the same time. I really want to recommend this to people that don't really like Skyforce, but it's kind of hard because I know of how much of a grind aspect it really is in the long run. However, it is priced extremely well. It is $10, so I can recommend it on that aspect. I think the gameplay, how fun it is, the different environments, kind of outweighs the grind-heavy aspect of it. So if you're looking for a really fun local co-op as well, shooter, you know, a scrolling shooter, definitely pick this up. Maybe even consider Skyforce Anniversary if you haven't played that one yet. And if you're a fan of Skyforce, immediately pick this game up because it is awesome. Just keep in mind that you might end up hating certain aspects of this game like I did. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of Skyforce Anniversary. I'm going to give it a 7.5. It would actually be a little bit higher if it wasn't so grind heavy, but hey, it is what it is. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button to show your support for the channel. Hit the subscribe button. If you're new or haven't already, make sure you share this out on social media. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.